Yo everybody, I'm playing Hearts of Iron 4 America Divided mod, and I'm going to be playing the state of Florida because I am a true Floridian. So as you can see, Florida starts out with only 55 free manpower. We only have like 9 divisions, which we're gonna add into a new army. And we're gonna put them under General Albert H. And they're going to be on a front line with Alabama, just in case. Now, for the decisions, we don't really have anything right now. With the national focus, we have to do the election of 1936. Alright, as Florida, we have 3 dockyards and 3 military factories, and 11 total factories. So, we're gonna make some convoys, some carriers, and submarines. Then we have basic infantry equipment. We need support equipment and trucks. And then we're also going to queue up train. Now we need a little bit of chromium, and we're just going to import that from Idaho. Now our civilian factories are just going to try to build even more civilian factories in the Miami area and in I guess Duval County. Now for research, we're gonna go for production and electronics, because electronics gives us better research speed. And construction. Alright, there we go. Now we can wait. It is currently, by the way, 11th January 1936. That is when the game starts. So we're going to see what happens. Alright, the election of 1936 is done. We pause the game. Now we have 2 options. Do we want to get David Schultz as like a democratically elected leader? Oh, actually, he's not a democratically elected leader. He would cancel the election. So what we're gonna do is let democracy win. And that's gonna take 14 days, so we're also going to get somebody in the army command. Army drill, because that's gonna give us plus 0.4 experience every day. Now we can unpause. Alright, pausing again. It's the 1st of February 1936. now we have to choose our next national focus. We are going to go for Generalissimo, and that's going to take us down the fascist route, I think. Yeah. So we're going to go down the fascist route for Florida because that's going to give us a quick way to militarily expand and then maybe attack Alabama. What the? Disney apparently staged a coup, Walt Disney, and he now takes over California. It's now called the Magic Kingdom of California. That's pretty cool. And while we're at it, we're going to continue adding on to our officer corps. We're going to get a naval reformer. Alright, now we need an Air Force command. We're gonna get the all-weather genius, Richard Tomberg. Alright, there we go. Now we have learned electronic engineering. Now we're gonna get mechanical computing for even faster research speed. Alright, we're inviting Oliver Little for a speech, which will boost fascism popularity by 15%, but it'll take 50 days. It's 11th of April right now. Oh, also, I kind of forgot. We're gonna start doing exercises with our army, and we're also gonna rename it to the Alabama Defense Force. Alright, there we go. Because I don't think Georgia is gonna be aggressive with me, but I have a feeling Alabama will. So we're focusing our troops on Alabama right now, just in case they attack. Oh, and Texas is now at war with Oklahoma and Louisiana at the same time. I have a feeling Texas is going to be overwhelmed, but we'll see what happens. And it's the 19th of May, 1936. If we look at the faction, there's actually a new faction in the desert called Desert Shield. And as of right now, it's only Utah, but it might grow. We'll see. As fascist Florida, I kind of want to not join a faction. But we'll see what happens. We're gonna get dispersed industry because we're gonna take a lot of stuff. Alright. We invited Oliver Little. Now we're gonna do a march on Tallahassee. And once we do that, the Florida Legion is gonna take over. Alright, let's do it. Alright, there's some wars happening in Mexico between some Mexican states. Texas is still fighting with Oklahoma and Louisiana. Oh, and there we go. Florida is now ruled by the Florida Legion fascism. Now guys, I don't support fascism, but in game it's the best path. Only in game, not in real life. Alright. So now what we can do, my question is, do we even want to industrialize yet? Or should we just go for the Militia Act? We're gonna go for the Militia Act so we can start getting more manpower, because right now we have 0 available manpower, besides what we already have in our army. We can also unlock the Marines. Alright, now we have to go for something else. We're gonna go for Excavation 1. Oh, border conflict. Uh-oh. Alright, apparently there's border conflicts with Alabama. It's a good thing I put my troops up there. Oh, we were defeated. Alright, everybody go back to the front line with Alabama. We need to regroup. And I guess I can put you under the same general, even though he just lost in mobile. It is what it is. We just need everybody to recover. And we're gonna do superior firepower doctrine, because it gives us a good soft attack with artillery. And we do not have a lot of factories, so we're gonna start using artillery when we can. And also, the Florida Militia Act has passed. Oh wait, we're at war with Alabama. Alright. I thought it was just a border conflict. We're also gonna start doing weapon procurement, just because we need weapons. Alright, so what we need to do is move some troops to the west so that we can threaten. Oh, we can actually encircle a unit. Alright, we're gonna do that. Yes. Alright, we just need someone to move there. Now we're set. We are about to encircle Mobile and the division south of it. Let's see if this plan works. And we can pretty much end the war immediately if this works. 30th of August, the war has started. And once this division moves up here, we're gonna start pinning this unit down with our divisions at Pensacola. we have encircled their division. Alright, and just like that, by the 5th of September, we have encircled Mobile and one of their divisions southeast of Mobile, and we're about to destroy their encircled division too. Now this division here is just gonna move over, take all of these. Yeah, we're set. We got him. Alright, we took Mobile. Alright, full encirclement. We're still trying to just kill this division though. Alright, by the 25th of September, we're about to finish taking out their encircled division. Alright, there we go. We destroyed their encircled division, which was south of Mobile. And look at that. It's the 27th of September. We have suffered 292 casualties. But Alabama has lost 5,500 casualties. We have just destroyed them, and we've captured Mobile. Now we need everybody to strategic redeploy, maybe? Oh. Alright, wasn't fast enough. We're gonna have to push these guys out now. Alright, you can move here and here. They have no supply. They kind of overextended themselves to try and push me out. So we're gonna counter push them right here. Alright, you can attack this way, and you stay there. We are now attacking them from 4 different fronts to push them back. Oh, we're gonna hire an artillery genius, and we need to see if we can start recruiting people. But we need more infantry equipment to do that. But we no longer have negative or 0 free manpower. We now have 5.5 thousand free manpower. I don't know why Alabama decided to go to war with me when it seems like they have 5 divisions now. They had 6, but I destroyed one of them. And it just seems like a bad decision on their part. But we have more military factories. So what that means is we can start producing artillery. And we can also produce extra basic infantry equipment. Now we're going to need to import a little bit of tungsten from Idaho, but that's okay, that's fine. Now, we need a new national focus, and that's going to be industrializing northern Florida. It takes 50 days, and we get 2 infrastructure, 2 civilian factories, and 2 building slots in Duval. Perfect. Alright, our counterattack is about to be finished on the 14th of October. There we go. We pushed them out away from Pensacola. And from here, I mean, we're gonna take this army and tell them to reorganize their lines. But what we really want to do is push north to Chateau. So this guy's just gonna go straight north to Chateau because there's nobody to stop him. And I'm hoping we've captured Mobile, and once we go north, we take this airfield right here, and we take Chateau. Alabama's going to be forced to surrender, because we already destroyed one of their divisions too. Oh, you know what we could do? Actually, we probably couldn't. But we just took Chateau like it was nothing. No problem whatsoever. Alright, now they tried to move a division to the west to kind of like come and get Chateau in the airbase. We're catching it off guard now. Also, we're gonna cut this railroad off right here, just to make things a little bit extra tricky. There we go. Yeah. I mean, Alabama can't even defend the western part of their front. I don't know why they're not surrendering. Alabama, you are very determined. Even though you're getting completely destroyed, you're very determined. I'll give you that. At this point, your entire western front has collapsed. You have one division there, trying to hold it off, and it's not working very good. Alright, you know what? We're gonna encircle this division, actually. Oh, okay. Alabama has surrendered finally. And now we need more steel, so we're gonna have to get more civilian factories to get more steel. Alright, so unfortunately, we did get a peace treaty with Alabama, but they were able to get Mobile back and all of the territory we took. Alright. So it's time for better artillery. We're gonna research. And then what else? Still 1936. 7th of November 1936. So what we're gonna do is, I guess, get some support companies. We're gonna research a field hospital so that we can get fewer casualties. Also, we're gonna save up to get a purchase of infantry equipment. 4,000 infantry equipment would be very nice. And also, we industrialized northern Florida. So now, what should we do? We're gonna go for the Military Research Corps, because that gives us an extra research slot, but it's gonna take 70 days. Alright, it's now January 1st, 1937. It's been exactly 1 year since the game started. We went from starting with 11 military factories, we now have 16. We started with 0 free manpower, we have 13,000. And we have 50,000 manpower in the field right now. We have 0 manpower for our air, 11,060. Oh, wait, what? 11.65 thousand manpower in our navy. Pretty good. Now we can get new research. Since it's 1937, we can get the next level of research for all of our industry. But not for engineering, just industry. So we're going to go for the next level, construction 2. Now, we are going to hire a commando genius because it makes our special forces much better. So there we go. But I probably should have waited because I forgot I actually wanted to purchase some weapons first, but it's too late now. But what we can do is modify our infantry. We're gonna give them artillery. What else? We're also gonna give them an engineer company. And for now, that's good enough. Because we do not have enough equipment to give them. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I am eventually going to invade Alabama. And that's probably the goal for today's video, is to take out Alabama. Because they were being pretty aggressive. They tried to attack me. It's the 4th of March right now, 1937. I am going to go for Southern Unity as the next national focus, because it gives us good stability, good fascism support, and it'll give us Florida baby boom and Lowry youth camps, so we can get more manpower over time. Alright, so what do I want to research? Oh, I'm gonna have to start researching my infantry equipment, because it's kind of behind by like a long shot. Alright, now we're actually gonna save up for purchasing weapons, because we really need that now. Alright, so we're gonna go get youth camp because that's gonna give us extra mobilization speed and extra recruitable population. Alright, we have upgraded our infantry equipment, so we need a new production to replace our old one. Alright, there we go. What the freak? Alright, it's 1st of July 1937. We just got Lowry youth camps. Alright, we're researching radio technology. And then we are going to go for Florida baby boom, I guess. Alright, our industry is pretty much done. Soon it will be. Okay, so we actually have the logistics to start recruiting some infantry divisions, so we're gonna do that. But before, actually, let's just do that. For now, we're just gonna train one at a time. Because we needed more support equipment. And what else? Oh, we can purchase weapons really quick, finally. Now we're gonna go for Florida firepower. It's gonna make our artillery way more powerful. And then we can go for Tampa Bay factories after that. Oh, look, Alabama and Mississippi have each had their own black revolt. Like, black people are revolting against the government there. That's good, because I'm attacking Alabama later on. So if Alabama can get, kind of hurt, that would be nice. Also, I'm gonna start designing a new thingy. It's gonna be marine. Now, my question is, how much manpower should we have in each marine division? I think I'm gonna make it like 5,000. Plus artillery, plus engineer, plus field hospital. So it's 5,550 manpower in total. Alright, we're gonna save that. Alright, now we can go for Tampa Bay factory, which we really need factories, so we're gonna do that. And we're gonna deploy our units at Tallahassee. Alright, our new division can be added to the Alabama Defense Force. Perfect. Also, we're gonna start training the Alabama Defense Force. I forgot to do that. Alright, we have a lot of research slots to do right now. First of all, we're gonna do computing machine. I'm also gonna go for the Fighter 1. Close air support. Alright, we're gonna import a little bit of tungsten because we need that right now. Oh, we can also upgrade our infantry equipment. We're gonna do that for sure. And once we get these Tampa Bay factories, we can actually start recruiting a lot faster. We simply need more support equipment and more artillery. Everything else is fine. And also, Alabama is on the verge of taking out their slave revolt. Alright, we're gonna go for even more support equipment like that. now we can go even more industry, more and more. It's the 2nd of February, 1938, and we have 19 factories. We have 58 fielded manpower. And we have 47,000 free manpower, which we can integrate into our military. But we just need more weapons first. Now what we're gonna do is get integrated support. So actually, surprisingly, Alabama is still fighting their slave revolt. And they have like nobody on the border with my troops. If I were to look at their manpower, they have between 7 and 13 divisions. Compared to me, I have 11. So we are close to being able to attack them. Now we're gonna go for weapons plants in Gainesville. We're also gonna get a political advisor, because what he's gonna do is give us extra support every day. Fascist support? Perfect. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go for the next upgrade for infantry equipment, even though it's a little bit ahead of its time right now. We're still gonna go for it. And I'm gonna do the same thing for artillery. We're gonna go for the next level of artillery, even though it's a little bit ahead of its time. So as of right now, all we really need is extra support equipment and extra infantry equipment. Also, we're gonna add a field hospital to all of our infantry. Now that's gonna take a lot of equipment. Alright, we're going for paper factories, just to give us a little more industry, because we need a lot of trading right now. We're gonna go for encryption, because I don't want to be hacked by my enemies. Alright, and Alabama is still fighting the slave revolt. It's the 9th of July, 1938. They're still fighting their slave revolt. Mississippi has just now defeated the slave revolt that they were facing. Now, Alabama is poor. We are definitely going to take them out, probably in 1939. Because I want all of their resources. But I do want them to take out the slave revolt before I attack. Because otherwise I might have to kind of like split everything I get from the attack. I don't want to have to split it with a slave revolt. I want all of Alabama for myself. But don't worry, even though we are fascist, like we are a fascist state of Florida, we are not going to, it doesn't look like we have any like racism. Yeah, we are not a racist country. Alright, 29th of August, we have constructed the paper factories. Now we are going to start doing naval research out here. Starting off with, I guess, Destroyer 2. We're going to research that. Now we have the Florida paper factories, which means we can trade. We need tungsten and we need steel. Alright, there we go. I think we're almost ready. We're going for the Jacksonville Arms Plant. It's kind of crazy. We are only recruiting one person at a time, and we don't even have enough equipment, almost. Alright, we're getting improved radio technology right now. Alright, now we can start producing the brand new artillery. Perfect. it looks like we're actually upgraded in every way except our navy, which is under upgraded. So we are now going to start researching, I guess, heavy cruiser too. Now we need even more tungsten to trade, but we don't have factories. That's unfortunate. Alright, right now we have 25 total factories. It is the 8th of November. Actually, things are looking pretty good for us. And there we go. We have a factory. We can trade for steel. Our problems are no longer there. I think it's time. Alright, we're gonna get Jacksonville work camps. We're gonna ban labor unions. And then we're gonna claim West Florida, which will allow us to invade Alabama. Alright, I'm still waiting for Alabama to do something about their slave revolt, but at this point they don't have the capability, it doesn't seem like. Their manpower has been drained to only 3,000. 3.2 thousand free manpower. I mean, it's only going to take a few deaths before they completely run out of new people. Also, we have new infantry equipment, so we can replace the old. Let's look at our logistics. We actually have a lot of artillery. Should we take something out of artillery so we can produce more infantry equipment? Oh, look at that. When we take over Alabama, they produce 90 steel, which means we will never have a problem having to trade for steel again. and that's going to free up a lot of our civilian factories. Another reason to invade Alabama. Also, the state of New Africa has sent me a non-aggression pact. Now, I've never heard of New Africa, but you know what? I respect it. They're bringing Africa to America. I have to respect it. So you know what? I will accept your non-aggression pact, even though I cannot even find you on the map. I'll still accept it. Second of all, we can actually guys, I'm getting excited. I can feel the invasion coming. I can just feel it coming. We are so close. We are now banning labor unions, and then we are going to claim West Florida, and it's over with for Alabama. Now, I am still a little concerned. They have not dealt with the slave revolt yet, but I really want them to deal with the slave revolt, because I don't want to have to add a peace treaty. I don't want to have to deal with, like, splitting land with them. You know what I mean? Now, you may have noticed I am not researching tanks. People might wonder, why are you not researching tanks? And it's because I'm so far behind with my factories. Like, I only started off with 11 factories, that it's not realistic to start with tanks, or to research tanks, because I am struggling to even have enough logistics to make infantry with, like, some support equipment and artillery. So to also add on tanks to the mix, it would be a logistical nightmare that I do not want to personally deal with. Alright, so it's the 14th of March. We have 25 factories still, but we have 78,650 people in the field. And we have 6,000 in training. Alabama, like, it's kind of embarrassing that Alabama is just unable to, like, do anything, dude. They can't take out this slave revolt. It's kind of sad. What I'm going to do is ban the Democratic Party. We're gonna claim West Florida, but it's gonna take 70 days. So by the end of these 70 days, we are going to be invading Alabama. Now guys, I'm gonna be honest. If Alabama does not take out the Free Negro state, which is revolting against them, I'm just gonna declare war on the Free Negro state as well. Because I'm not splitting a peace deal. That doesn't seem right. Now, what I am gonna start doing is preparing my navy. We have a lot of submarine. Wow. Alright, we created a submarine fleet, and its job is going to be simply to patrol this area. Now we have 5 destroyers and a battleship. Their job is, I guess, a strike force. And they're going to wait at the Pensacola Naval Base. Hopefully. Oh, look. Alright. We're gonna make Lowry the president for life, and we are going to declare war on Alabama. Yes. Okay, so if I look at our logistics, we're actually gonna stop recruiting so that we don't, like, run out of infantry equipment. While we're at it, we're also gonna start justifying a war goal against the Free Negro states. Now, we already have all of our troops on the front line. It's the 2nd of June, 1939. I have 84,700 people in the field ready for this invasion. Alright, let's do it. Declare war on Alabama. Alright, there we go. We are at war. We have 14 divisions, and Alabama has between 2 and 16. They have suffered. Whoa. Alright, so we have actually joined the Free Negro states in their war against Alabama. Alabama has suffered 45,000 casualties fighting this slave revolution, and the slave revolution has suffered 52,000 casualties. That's not good. I mean, that's good, but it's not good for Alabama. It's good for me. Alright, first order of business is taking Mobile. Just like that. Second order of business, march straight to Eufaula, and you march straight to Dothan. You march to Dothan from a different angle, and I mean, that's pretty much all we need to do. Alright, let's unpause. All out invasion. 3, 2, 1. And keep in mind, the day of invasion is the 2nd of June, 1939. Alright, right off the bat, Alabama has been caught completely off guard. We have encircled one division south of Mobile. There's actually nobody there defending Eufaula or Dothan. Alright, by the 5th of June, we have suffered 122 casualties, and we have inflicted 5.3 thousand casualties onto Alabama. We've also captured Dothan with 0 resistance. We're about to capture Eufaula with 0 resistance. And we're going to tell these guys to continue. Go straight to Montgomery and Auburn. Because why not? Alright, what we can do right here, first of all, we just took Auburn and Montgomery by the 8th of June with 0 resistance. That's how much we just caught Alabama off guard. Alright, now they're going to move to Selma just to completely take all of the supply. And these guys are going to actually cut them off because they have like a few divisions at Mobile. We're going to cut them off for Mobile. Oh yeah, we've gained a few factories because we've just captured a lot of stuff. Alright, there we go. Alright, now it's the 16th of June. Let's see the progress we've made. We have captured Dothan, Eufaula, Auburn, Montgomery, Selma. We have also cut off Mobile and completely. Mobile is cut off from the rest of Alabama. Oh, look. We won. We sunk 4 of their submarines in a naval battle. Alright, we took Hoover and Birmingham. I do not know how Alabama is not capitulated. We took like all of their major cities immediately. Unfortunately, we actually cannot get Mobile yet. Alright, we need to shorten the line against Alabama as much as possible. We're actually kinda getting close to like completely destroying them with an encirclement. And the way we're doing it is by like kind of catching their military between the land we've captured towards like Montgomery and Demopolis, and between Chateaume, which the slave revolt owns. Alright, we actually fully encircled them. We just have to, like, close in on their location. Squeeze them in. And if we can squeeze them in like that, they're pretty much done. Alright, we have them trapped and mobile, and we have them trapped north of Chateaume and west of Demopolis, east of Meridian. Their whole army is trapped there, within one of those two places. So what we can do is, like I said, start squeezing them in, and they're done for. Alright. We left one division who is unassigned from anything, and he's just gonna go capture the final capture points while we have their army encircled. Alright, we're continuing to squeeze them. We have it's 22nd of July 1939. We have 1.2 thousand casualties, and they have 8.6 thousand casualties from Florida. We also have 33 factories now, 84,000 people in the field fighting for us. If I look at logistics, we need more infantry equipment. Alright, we have all of Alabama pretty much squeezed into this one area. And it says they're 100% towards capitulation. So any second now they should capitulate. Alright, there we go. Now, unfortunately, this is what I was worried about. The slave revolting state actually is gonna get a lot of stuff. Mobile and Coosa counties are the most important, and we can get those. We can even get North Alabama too. Dude, this is annoying. And they get mobile? What? No, I'm confused now. Alright, unfortunately, they did end up getting mobile in Chatham, the slave revolt. So I'm gonna have to prepare for another invasion. But they at most have 12 divisions, while I have 14. And they barely have any factories now. What? Wait, what? Actually, they have a decent amount. But look, we have an Air Force. We have an actual Air Force. Very good. Oh yeah. We are going to start recruiting Marines. Alright, so it's the 4th of August. We have annexed pretty much all of Alabama, except for Mobile and Chatham and Selma, and Demopolis. The Free Negro State has taken it from us. They're communist. Yeah, not on my watch. Not on my watch. I am taking everything. We only have 32 factories right now. I want Mobile, first of all. Mobile is supposed to be part of Florida. We're gonna start unlocking rocket artillery, and we're gonna wait. Whoa. Yeah. Looks like escalation is happening between Florida and the Free Negro State, which is exactly what I want. Now we're gonna start unlocking the Cult of Lowry. And we're also gonna upgrade our industry even more. Okay. For some odd reason, Bermuda has declared war on me. Even though they're all the way out here, I don't think they could even reach me. Oh, there we go. It's time to attack. And we have air superiority. We have naval superiority. We're gonna go for it. Declare war. Alright. Bermuda? Bermuda apparently has 34 to 50 factories in total. That's impressive for a tiny island. But not impressive enough and therefore I'm gonna have to take them out. Now, how do we want to do this? What the? Oh, I'm kind of confused. It looks like they don't have anybody guarding their capital, so we're gonna see if we can just rush it. And we're gonna use this as a distraction. But it's actually... okay. Yeah, they left their capital wide open. And we took it. Just like that, their capital is gone. They've retreated from Selma, which means we're gonna take that for free. Yeah, it kind of looks like they screwed up a little. And we have an encirclement close to mobile. Oh wait, no we don't. But we can try to get one. Whoa! Whoa! Wait, what just happened? Oh. Okay. So the Free Negro States created a faction with the Socialist Republic of Tidewater and the Miners' Republic of Colorado. And then those guys joined the war against me. But they're so far away that they can't actually do anything to me. So I'm just gonna destroy their faction leader. I'm seeing a possible free encirclement near mobile. Oh, we got it. Free encirclement. Alright, these guys are gonna take the encirclement out. Everyone else... Now, the good thing is, the Miners' Republic of Colorado is at war with the Desert Shield faction. However, the Desert Shield faction is at war with California. It's kind of a jumbled mess. It's a civil war right now. Okay, so early on, we marched straight down to Chateaume because they left a gap in their front line. Then they retreated from Selma, so we took that. Now we got an encirclement south of Mobile. It's the 11th of September. Now I want to compare. As Florida, I have had 866 casualties. The Free Negro State has had 880. However, when we do finish this encirclement, it'll be much better. So let's do that. Oh, we're gonna go straight for Mobile now. Yep. They left Mobile wide open. And we got it. Because they were trying to redirect their troops kind of like to the north where my main attack was, and now my main attack is in the south instead. And you know what? Oh, they've capitulated just like that. Wow. Alright guys, it is the 19th of September, 1939. Look, I have a lot of non-aggression packs. But I'm gonna leave it off here today. We started off with a small army and a small number of factories. Now, we have annexed all of Alabama. We've annexed the slave revolution that was trying to be aggressive with us. Now we control all of Florida and all of Alabama combined is now all the state of Florida. We have 52 factories. We have 138,000 free manpower. We have 90,000 people in our army. Overall, I mean, Florida has pretty much doubled in size, and its industrial capabilities have multiplied by like 4.5 almost. So that's the end of today's episode. Basically, we transformed Florida from probably the weakest, most unindustrialized state in the whole entire South. Now, we're probably one of the most powerful. But we are still at war with Bermuda, the Miners' Republic of Colorado, and the Socialist Republic of Tidewater. Our enemies they may outnumber us. However, we have a lot of new allies. The Desert Shield, made up of New Mexico, Wyoming, Nevada, and the Republic of Deseret. We also have Baltimore Accords, made up of Virginia and the Maryland Republic. They are becoming pretty friendly with me, because we are all enemies with the Negro Bloc. I took out the Negro Bloc's leader, the Free Negro State. So anyways guys, that was just a recap. It's the 19th of September 1939. And that is the end. Thank you.